Good morning, everybody. It's Jean-Marie. So today I am going to work on the bracelet and earrings to go with the necklace that I made the other day. That I remember, I don't know if you've watched it, but if you remember correctly in it, I did discuss the fact that I wanted to make a pair of earrings and bracelet to match it. So this is essentially my bracelet design. And I'm going to tell you right now, people, I have to laugh because I made my tutorial Monday morning and posted it Monday afternoon, or Tuesday morning. It might have been early Tuesday morning when it finally uploaded. And I'd mentioned making this bracelet. And then Tuesday afternoon, Sarah Lovecraft's Live came out, and it was almost exactly the same bracelet. So I'm still going to go ahead and do this, but you know, if you're watching this, please don't think I'm stealing this idea from Sarah Lovecraft. I literally talked about this in that necklace tutorial. It's just kind of ironic that we both came up with basically the same idea. But honestly, it makes me feel really good because I feel like, wow, you know, she's an amazing designer, so it makes me feel pretty good. But regardless, I am going to make my bracelet and then the earrings, and yeah, so I'm going to do this little section here that is, I think, 2 inches long of the cha-cha styled wrapped beads that I've been doing a lot of lately. It's been kind of a cha-cha bead summer, I guess. And so let me see if I can get to the points of the 2 sections of chain. It is 2 inches. I know it looks like more, but that's the actual wrapped loops hanging out on the ends. But from chain end to chain end, it is 2 inches of chain. So I'm not going to cut my chain, but I will demonstrate, as I did in the necklace, how to do it. This is the exact same mix that I used in the necklace. Again, I'll go over it with you. It's just a bunch of bicones and rondelles in 4mm, and I picked colors to go with the box this month. I picked the white to go with the white lava beads, the blue to go with our beautiful blue beads that we received, 2 shades of green to go with the sea glass and the patina that we have going on. This is to mimic the carnelian beads. This one is to mimic our little window cut beads. So there's just a collection of little beads that just match the set nicely. So yeah, anyway, moving on now. So I'm going to use a bunch of ball head pins. If I can remember where I put them, there they are. And honestly, I do not know how many beads are on this, and it will vary anyway depending on what you use for chain. I'm using, I think it's 3mm or 4mm Rolo chain, but whatever you use for chain is going to vary your amount of beads anyway, or you can even add more and make it more full, thick cluster if you wanted to. You could add a whole nother row of the little beads and make it very, very full. So anyway, let's get started. So just randomly using beads from your little mix. Get that ruler out of my way. We're going to grab your wire just above the bead, give it a bend, come back in, right in the bend, go up and over, rotate your pliers, bring it back again, so you have this. Then at this point you're going to snap it into your chain. Just give it a tug and it will snap right into there so that you're hooked like this. grab it with your your bent nose pliers, just to hold it out of the way and give it some security here. And take your wire end and just give it a couple of twists and snip it right in there tight. And you're going to repeat that step twice on each ring of the chain. This first chain, it's not going to matter. There's nothing in between to separate it until we get ready to attach it. So just put 2 of them on there, and then move up to the next ring. Put 1 on this side and 1 on this side, and you're going to do that all the way up. Get my tools out of the way so you can actually see what I'm doing here. You're going to do that all the way up your chain. You're going to have 2 on this one is actually, I skipped a link there, but you don't have to skip a link. You're going to put 2 on your first one, and then you're going to go up to your next one, and you're going to put 1 on this side of the ring, and you're going to put another one on that side of the ring, and you're going to keep doing that all the way up your chain, so you have 1 on each side of your link until you get to the end. And it looks like this. And as you can see here, I've got 2 on my first link, and if I get it separate here for me, come on now, and 2 on this next link, that's a good shot right there of it, I think, if you can see it. And again, going on to the next link, going to be 2 on that one, 1 there and 1 there, and you're just going to repeat that step all the way up to the end of your chain until you've got this. And at this point, I am going to make this the same as I did the necklace with eye pins. And I'm just going to use one of our cones, one of our carnelian beads, and another cone. I'm going to hold it nice and tight, bend that over. Because my pins are pretty short, I'm not even going to have to trim it. So I'm just going to give it a roll. Just like that. And then on this section, I'm going to do it the same as I did in the bracelet as well. I mean in the necklace as well, sorry. And again, just bend it over. This one I don't believe needs to be trimmed either. Boy, these pins are really short. Not sure where I grabbed these ones from. I guess maybe I should have trimmed it a little bit because it isn't rolling quite right. Then we have this. And we do want to make sure that our loops are parallel with each other. So now we're starting to have this. I have not put this bracelet together yet, so I do not know how long it's going to measure out, if I'm going to need to go back and shorten something up somewhere or whatever, but I honestly haven't worked on it since we discussed it in our last video. Just been way too much going on. Haven't had time. I have my granddaughter Lily here with me today. She's in the other room watching cartoons, so if you can hear the TV in the background, that's what it is. Alright, so this is going together pretty quick. And the earrings will as well, so. Just roll your bead, get it in there. These pins are just a tad too short for this section, so I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to roll in there, but I'll make it work. Just won't be the prettiest. Just won't be the prettiest loop, but you know, it's a loop. As long as it holds it together, it's all good. Here we go. It's going really fast. I do think I want to add cones to the end of this, just as I did in the necklace, just to keep it looking very much the same. So this is it laid out, looking pretty. I do want to take a second to gauge approximately how long this is going to be, because it will determine a couple of things for me. Okay, so that is really adding up to be quite large. So, do I want to just take these ones out? I think that's what I'm going to do. Just take those ones right out of it. Because by the time I add my clasping, that's going to bring it right up to around 7.5 inches. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing, because I do want to put the cones in here. Like so. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I think that'll look fine. So I did use a couple little bicones on the inside of the cone. It's not a bicone, it's a rondelle. And I took one of my eye pins. Probably should have made this section a little shorter. Maybe 1.5 inches would have been more than enough. Something to keep in mind if you're watching this and plan on doing it yourself. You might want to adjust this little chain piece, make it just a tad shorter. That'll give you a little more room to work with. And then I'm going to put on my bicone bead and drop my... See, I'm running into the same situation I did with the necklace. I honestly don't think it needs that bicone in there. I think the cone itself cups it enough to... I'm just going with that. I'm not even going to put the bicone in it. Making decisions on the fly here. Kind of wish I'd actually done that with the necklace. Just left the bicone right out of it. And I may go back and take it out. Get that to close on me. There. Okay, so we're just going to move those right out of the way. We're going to grab one more of the eye pins. Put it right on this end. And I did have a couple of people mention that if you're doing the jump ring method, having all your jump rings open beforehand makes it a little simpler and a little quicker. And I actually had people mention to add a large jump ring to the end of your piece of chain while you're working, so you can find the end of your chain easier. I did actually end up doing that in one of my bracelets on the bracelet tutorial, but I didn't do it when I was doing the necklace piece, or this piece for that matter, but it does make it a little easier to have something larger and of a different color to find, to help you find that end. So there's the bracelet section. I do like the cones on them. So let's work on attaching this. This box is just so pretty. And it's colors that I'd have never thought to put together myself. I have to say it. The green patina along with the carnelian, I would not have thought to put those together myself. But yet they look so pretty together that it's wonderful. Okay, now what have we got? So now we're just under 7 inches. So now I'm wondering if I should add those big beads back in. I'm going to, just to see what it measured up to. I have, this is going to be a short video today, so we get a little bit of time to test it. If I can get the right side, one that actually opens. I think I would really like to have something in between just to break that up a little bit. Worst comes to worst, we'll just do one bead in between. Maybe one of the white ones or something. Definitely needs a little something in between to break these up. Okay. I do like the way it looks like that. I know it's going to be way too, it's 8.5 inches now. It's just so big. Okay. So that's not going to work. Now I'm wishing I had shortened that up to 1.5 inches, but what if we just do one little green one in between? Let's try that. I'm not going to separate those ones right now. I'll just wrap new ones. Let's see how this looks. I think you get it. I think this might be just about right. And again, I probably should just have gone with the white lava bead because it brightened it up a little bit more, but we'll see. My fingers would work. Alright, now let's get this one on. There's that. These green beads match that patina so well. All right, now let's see what we've got. Perfect. Although I do still have to put a clasp on it. I think this with a 1.5 inch piece of chain made like this with either the green or the white bead would be perfect. I mean, for me, this is going to be okay. I don't have super tiny wrists, but let's see. I think I just want to go with a jump ring and a lobster though, so I don't have to deal with a whole lot more length. I want that one, probably that one. Whoa, I'm losing them rings. Alright, but this one on the end to hook the lobster into, clasp into. These jump rings are terrible. Get in there. Well, I just totally warped that one, but that's why I usually trim them instead of try to make it fit. I just need to find a lobster for it. Honestly, I don't even know that I have a bronze lobster, so I might just have to go with copper for now. And maybe I should have just paused to look for it because evidently I have to dig. I will be right back. So I was able to find a bronze one, which is surprising. I did not realize I had any bronze ones. I might as well trim this before I destroy this one as well. There. Well, I don't think it works. Oh, there we go. Jammed for some reason. So there's the bracelet. Again, I think it would look really pretty with just the white in there instead of the green. Would have probably made it pop a little bit more. Would have also drawn in the colors of this, I think, a little bit more. So I may go back and replace the green with the white. So there's that. We'll move that out of the way and work on the earrings. Before I get started though, there was something I wanted to address. The Cha-Cha bracelet tutorial, I do realize I went out of frame a bit on that, and I just wanted to address the fact that sometimes people can be very, very cruel. I think we all know that. But I did get some very negative and nasty comments, and I guess I just want to say that I don't feel that being nasty and negative is necessary. Constructive criticism is fine. I totally respond well to constructive criticism, but I don't charge you guys to watch these tutorials. I'm doing this on my own free time, showing you what I'm doing and trying to help you learn a little bit along the way. Am I the best at it? No, I'm not. And I have never ever claimed to be. I just enjoy doing it, and I enjoy sharing it with you. And 99% of you guys are wonderful and always give me wonderful feedback, and I love you guys all so much. I really truly do. I live in a very, very tiny space. I live in a camper. I've lived in a camper for 3 years now. I don't make lots and lots of money. I don't have a studio to work in. I don't have the best lighting to work with. I don't have the best recording equipment to work with. I do the best I can with what I have, and I hope, and I share it with you guys in hopes that I am in some way inspiring you or teaching you or helping you. And it really hurts when people send back really nasty feedback that's really unnecessary. So I just wanted to address that. I mean, you never know somebody's circumstances. Try being kind to people. There's no reason to be so nasty. Yeah. So that's basically all I really wanted to say, and to say thank you to all of you who support me so much. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't get so much support from you guys, and yeah, so let's move on. Subject closed now. So the earrings I'm going to make very similar to the pendant piece that we made for, well, it's actually almost exactly the same as the pendant piece we made for the necklace. And so we're going to need 2 eye pins, 2 ball head pins. Oh, actually, did I use a ball? I did. I used the long ones, that's right, because it was stiffer, and I was able to make a simple loop. So these are the ones that actually came in the box. They're much, much longer, but they're sturdy, so I can actually roll it and make a rolled loop without worrying that it's not strong enough. So actually I'm going to put these away because I'll just use the remainder of this, because I'm not going to use much of it here. So again, what I did was just put this coin bead. I know not everybody has these because these didn't come with the box. Substitute it for your white bead. Substitute it for one of your Mayfinite beads. One of the pretty blue beads. My Mayfinite beads are not undone, so, but you can certainly substitute it for a Mayfinite bead. You could substitute it for one of these beautiful blue beads that we received that does, there are some in the bracelet and there's some in that, so it would actually pick up the color of that very nicely. So, if you don't have, I am trying to stay mostly to the box, but I did venture out of the box a little bit, and I apologize for that, for those of you who don't have as much to work with. But you can certainly work with the same stuff in the box and make it work. So I'm going to cut that down. Make a rolled loop. Bring that in there like that. I'm actually going to turn the other way because it's going to go through the head pin, eye pin. Put another one of my little lava beads on. These lava beads are awfully pretty with that bronze finish on them. Again, fold over. There, got that done. Now I'm just going to turn these into eye pins. Might as well use the rest of it up. Very simple to use that section as an eye pin. Just roll a loop and then bend it back, break it, they call it breaking its neck. And then we have two perfectly usable eye pins. So we're going to put on the green, put on our link, put on the green again, and you could again substitute this for the white lava beads if you wanted to, but I do find that the greens fill it up, fill that space in between just perfectly. So again, this one, this, and probably ought to close that up a little bit better. There. Now we're just going to roll in another loop. I didn't think this out very well because I actually got to do something to bring that up to hook into, don't I? So, got them both turned over backwards. I think probably just a couple of jump rings will do that just fine. So again, just grab it, give it a little turn. Of course, now you're working against that, yeah, get there eventually, against that metal in the way here, so. We'll just make sure they're straight. And close that back up because I just totally twisted that open. Just want these to line up so when it's laid down there it's still not in line. Ah! Well, I am going to mess this all up this morning, aren't I? Okay. It does not look pretty, but it's it's there. So this one's going to do a little better. That one was much easier. I didn't mess it up quite so drastically. Alright, now using another eye pin, we're just going to put on the carnelian and a coin bead cap, not a coin bead. Snip it off. Let it go flying. Roll it back. And do another one. And I did mean to show you guys my necklace on the form that went with this last time. My my camera battery died just as I was getting ready to show you it, so there was that. Such is life. Okay, now I have a couple of different ideas here. I could bring these up like this. Do I want to do that? Or I can just use a couple links from chain, or I can just use a few small jump rings. I think I'm probably just going to use the small jump rings. So let's take one, open it up. I do need to give it a trim, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it does have a overlap, so I do need to trim it. So I'm just going to get in there with the flush side of my pliers and give it a little bit of a trim. Not all of them need it, but every once in a while they do. And then it should shut nicely. There's two for that side. And I have to trim that one a little bit too. Two for that side. Didn't close that one very well. Okay. Now I'm going to take one and catch my ring and one of my jump rings, creating a link of 3. Same on this side. Maybe. And my other one. Close that up. Now let's see how long we've got it. I think that is perfect. I'm just going to take one more jump ring. I actually think I might want a little bit bigger one. I'm just going to dump everything in all over the place here while I look for it. These are 4mm. I think I want to go up to a 6mm for this particular part. Oops. Catch those two. And catch the carnelian and try to get it all out of the way. There. There's one earring done. It would make a very, very pretty pendant. I think these need to be completely offset from each other, whereas usually I'm lining them up. I'm going to make them offset. That'd be pretty as a pendant like that as well. Alright, let's get the other one done, and then we will be done. try to find a decent looking one in these ones. Sadly, most of them are not. Spend more time trimming jump rings than I do creating jewelry. I may have taken a little too much. Fumble fingers here. And there's that one. Catch that loop. Catch one of my rings. Close that up. Same thing on this side. Alright, and again, we will dig out a 6mm, or we will try to find a 6mm right there. Catch one link and the other link. Oops, wrong end. All right. Make sure these two are offset. I think they are actually already, but yeah, they look pretty good. And there is a very pretty pair of earrings. We did get ear wires with this box. Although these are so long, I should probably put it on post. They are pretty long. Not real heavy though, I have to say. I'm surprised because this metal is very lightweight. Alright, now we can just open our ear wire up. And these are really pretty decorative little ear wires that we got this time around. I thought they were very nice. So there's that one. Let's get that one on backwards, of course. And there's that one. So there they are. Hope you enjoyed this. We have the time here. I'm going to go ahead and change these out for the white ones. We have time. Why not, right? I've only changed this bracelet 3 times now. What's once more? But I'm curious to see how it would look with the white in it instead of the green. I honestly think it will look nicer. I think it will draw out the white from this. I think it will draw out the white from those small beads, as well as the necklace. And that's kind of what jewelry making is anyway, is trying different things, see what you like, you know. Just because you had one thought in your head doesn't mean that's going to work out. You might need to pivot. There. So let's remove the green here. Although I do love this green with this patina. The green and the patina just looks so good together. But yeah, if you have a particularly smaller wrist or anything, I would definitely consider making this little portion just a bit shorter. 1 1/4, 1 1/2 would probably be sufficient. It's hard for me to design smaller because I don't have, I mean, I don't have these big huge monster wrists by any means, but my wrists aren't particularly dainty. I was a tomboy all my life. I was always outside splitting firewood and climbing trees and, you know, doing the things my brothers were doing. So I'm not built like a petite little girl. There. Okay, what do I think? Yeah, I definitely think I like the white in it better. I really do. I mean, it just brings these together so much better. Get all this junk out of my way. I'm going to grab the necklace real quick. Or maybe not so quick. But here's our necklace. The earrings and the bracelet all together. All in the frame? It is in the frame, yay. I'm going to bring it in just a smidge, so hold on while it jiggles. So there is the set. So I hope you guys all enjoyed making this with me. I really appreciate you joining me. This is the bargain bead box. For anyone who has not subscribed or does not know what the bargain bead box is, the bargain bead box is a monthly beading subscription that is curated and sent to your door. It comes with the beads. I mean, we got beads galore. We got medals. We got head pins, and well, we got ball head pins with it. We got chain. We got metal beads. We got all this beautiful stuff with this box. And generally, I can make anywhere from generally around 5 complete sets of jewelry with a box, which is a lot. That's a lot of jewelry, and the box is $22.99 a month. If you subscribe, so this is how it comes. You'll get it in a curated box like this. This month's box was Sunken Treasure Collection, and it came with 20 items, a value of $80.30. We paid $22.99 for the box, and that's how it generally comes. It also comes with a, let's see if I can show you it without showing you it, a 30% off coupon every month. It has a coupon code that I can't show you here, but it comes with a coupon code every month for 30% off any time you order from the sister store. You can order from the sister store as many times as you want, and you can use that 30% off code. I'm looking for something in here and I'm not finding it. Sorry about the mess. The noise, I mean. But you can find so many things in the sister store that accompany what you're getting in the box. They generally will put together in the sister store a companion box or a companion bundle that will go with the box for the month, that you can buy separately, that you can also use your 30% coupon on. So if you're interested in ordering the bargain bead box and being a member, I do have an affiliate link in my YouTube profile, which is Sha Marie with the Fireball. In the More section, there is an affiliate link, and you can go on there and become a subscriber and save $2 by using my coupon code CHAR2, CHAR2, number 2. and save $2 off your first box. So you'll get it for $20.99. You're not committed to staying with it. If you decide it's not for you, you are more than welcome to drop at that time, and no questions asked. They have amazing customer service. Probably the best customer service I've seen anywhere. Not only do they replace anything that's broken or missing, they send you a little gift along with it, or sometimes 2 or 3 little gifts, just to say sorry and thank you for being a subscriber and sorry for the inconvenience. They're wonderful. They're really, really wonderful. So yeah, the bargain bead box, everybody. Give it a try if you haven't yet. And I will be right back with this on the form if my battery doesn't die. And here is the finished set. Hanging a little crooked. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Again, thank you for joining me. And apologies for the camera flipping sideways during the part where I lowered it down so that you could actually see it a little closer. Evidently, I flipped it and didn't realize I had done that. Apologies for that, guys. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, guys. Bye.